Long time no see, Redbox. I don't know if any of you were paying attention this weekend, but there was a filing put out on the 15th. I'm going to go ahead and assume after market hours. It doesn't say the time. It's a mergers and acquisitions SEC filing. Redbox is soon to be Deadbox. I said this the whole time, so you can fact check me on that. This isn't like I'm not here to like rub things in, and I'm not here to make, give you false hope. I'm just reading you what it says and what it said all along, okay? It says that they're having they're holding the meeting on August 9th, the shareholder meeting, and they actually, in this filing, they state, don't respond. We don't need you to respond, and we actually don't even want you to respond. And the reason it says that is it says that Apollo has like an 84% voting power, and they've already decided to vote unanimously for this. So at this point, it is just your vote is just a formality. It actually has no meaning and no weight. You simply cannot outvote them, and for some reason, unbeknownst to literally everybody on planet Earth, like they own these shares. I don't know why they would vote for this. No one knows. Something's obviously going on in the back end, okay? They voted yes. As to when the actual merger will happen after August 9th, I don't know. But you could say reasonably that they've already been filing as whatever paperwork needs to be filed and getting things going. I would say it's probably about a week away from that, if even that. Could be as quick as 2 business days. I don't know. I really don't know on that front. I don't know if anybody knows except for the insiders when that's going to be. But what I said when I first started this is, look, this is a time-sensitive play, and it was. And it had a lot going for it, and unfortunately, we were met with warrants that got sold that were never supposed to be sold. We were met with inaccurate float size all the way through to the top, to the S&P. They were the ones who were supposed to give it out, and they failed to do that. That's not me. That's not any other person that was covering this. That's literally straight from the source. They were not giving out correct info. I think a class action lawsuit is probably has legal grounds, okay? We got an options chain added that never should have been added because there wasn't 7 million shares freestanding for trade. Then they took it away, but then they didn't take it away. They left it open for Merrill Lynch and the 1%ers. They still get to use it. I told you guys that I personally took out about 80% of my shares at about 11 bucks. As soon as that went down, I closed all my options. And I closed a bunch at a loss. I took like a $2,000 loss, okay? But I would have taken a full loss if I left them open. It would have been expired worthless. And I closed out about 80% of my position. And then over the next 2 weeks, I stuck with a decent chunk, right? But it kept going down. And I said once it hits 850, I'm out. Now it's like under 5 bucks. The fact remains is the SI is still over 100%. They still need the shares. So I don't really know how they're planning to weasel out of this without buying your shares for whatever price you set. My main hypothesis is that they were going to cover enough to get 1, 2, 3% of the actual float, and then amongst themselves, they were going to use that 3% to cover their own short positions, leaving you guys with 97, 98% actual shares who are just going to have to ride it out into the sunset with this merger, and your shares are going to be virtually worthless, okay? If you stay in this and you see this deal through, you are going to lose 95% of your investment. 95%. Whatever you have now, even if it's a loss, you're going to lose 95% of whatever you put in, okay? And I do not kill the messenger. I get a ton of hate in Redbox. I got a ton of respect from a lot of people who understand that This is investing. This is finance. You can't sugarcoat these things sometimes. And as much as a lot of you out there would like to have your hands held and be told it's all fairies and rainbows, we got fucked. That should have been a bigger than GameStop play, and they fucked everybody. Okay? I got out with 42G profit. So I'm not, it's not like I'm fucking up in arms, but it should have been way more. This should have went berserk. Okay? And they fucked us. And they're gonna fuck whoever's left. We know it, okay? I know it. I knew it all along. Once that option shit went down, and I was on the phone for 6 hours, and I was getting hung up on and being told, well, we're not supposed to talk about that, and being told, oh no, options are good, and then following up with people, especially Robinhood, telling people bold-faced lie right to your face, and then the very next morning, boom, shut off. When that happened, I knew some shit is up. Save what I have and fucking pull out. And I left about 20% basically to be part of the team still. And I felt an obligation and a duty. In all honesty, I should have took all 100% out because that's what my gut feeling was. And I would have saved another $3,000 had I just got the hell out at 11. So that's my bad. I felt some kind of duty to a bunch of strangers who half of y'all stabbed me in the back just for giving you actual credible information. Some dude drawing dicks on my face. What, am I the one who did all of those things to the play? Or did hedge funds and market makers do that stuff to the play? I didn't do that shit to the play. I've had people thanking me saying, fuck man, I got out at 11 something. You saved me so much money, blah, 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 from the data I provided. So you have, it, you know, it's just kind of like you have more people that are grateful for and respect honesty, but still, those few assholes, they get under your skin a little bit, okay? So I just want to address them and, you know, you're fucking immature and childish, and had you listened, you would have saved money and been in a better financial position, but instead you chose to be a bitch ass and take it out on fucking the person who literally was relaying you info. So here I am, weeks later now, telling you they've got this fucking prospectus out. They're going to close this deal. I said it all along, that it's time sensitive and it's probably the very first week of August. Get the hell out. That's it, no matter what. Fact check me. Go check my old videos on Rdbx. My walk and talks. I know 100% in that one walk and talk I said no later than like August 10th. I said I don't care if it's $1,000 or $2, I would be getting out. Because I know that mergers and acquisitions used to take 4 to 6 months. Used to. We're in 2022. And this play, they are clearly trying to close it up and get the shorts saved. So what does that mean? 3 months. So this thing started May 11th. May, June 11th, July 11th, August 11th. And they're saying the vote's on the 9th. I'm literally going to be fucking 99 for 100 on my calls on this play, guys, whether you like it or not. And I can guarantee you almost, they do this vote 2 more business days, this thing's fucking closed up, done deal. You guys are going to get boned. If you don't want to get out, don't get out. If you think it's going to magically squeeze right before this fucking goes down, best of luck. I wish you luck, honest to God. I'm telling you guys right now, though, there is a play on Monday. Tough built, TBLT. There is a shit ton of people who are ready to buy this. They did a reverse split. They did some warrants. It's only like a 3 mil float. It says it's 1.01 million, but they're already starting with this bullshit with fudging the fucking numbers on the float. It sounds like it's going to come out to be 3 mil. I'm checking with S&P. I'm checking with Ortex. I'm making sure that we're going to get correct info to work with. Why it isn't correct the fucking day that the news drops from these filings is beyond me. I don't understand how they can get away with that shit. But needless to say, or suffice it to say, this thing's going to be in the next runner. Redbox, when I started my coverage, it was under $2. Under $3. You could have rode it to 18 and sold anywhere in between there. $2 to 18 is 900%. When I let everybody know that I got out, it was 11 something. That's 550 to 600% returns you would have had you mimicked what I did. Okay? And if you want to come on and, you know, maybe have another go at things, I think it's going to be through Tough Built, okay? The bears in the chat, all they can talk about is reverse split and warrants. It's literally, the warrants was in June 22, we're in July. It's fucking July 17th now. And the split, which we are not a part of, that was in April. They don't even have anything bad to talk about. The last good news on the stock was our Amazon sales were up 30%. And that's just one place where we sell. That isn't even the only place where we sell. So bears are grasping at straws. The SI is 134%. The cost to borrow is 370%. Like me, hate me, doesn't matter. It's irrelevant. This is going to happen with or without any of you. But I wanted to be the one or one of the ones to let you guys know. Because all along, all I've ever wanted is for us to win and for us to make the short sellers the fucking bag holders on these plays. Sad to say, we're not going to get any more GameStop-like squeezes ever again. We're probably not going to get any more AMC squeezes again. They just aren't going to allow these things to happen. But what we might be able to do is hit Redbox for 500 to 900%. Hit Revlon for 500%. Hit Tough Built for 500 to 900%. You see where I'm going with this? Hit Go EV for 500 to 900%. Hit ENDP for 500 to 900%. Okay? We might be able to pull that off. Win after win. Get in. Leave shorts as bag holders. And get the hell out. I have a lot of people, they already follow me. So this one's, I mean, you guys already know. We're already down. We're looking good. We're looking strong for the week. This is more for Redbox, okay? I'm so sorry if you're still in the play. I don't know who has convinced you to stay in this long. I don't know why you would stay in when the options chain has been open. But it's only been open for one side. And that's where my fear lies, is how they're going to weasel out of the situation they're in, is they're running these options and somehow they're going to be able to convert their short positions through those options. So you go to Investor Relations, you go to Redbox, you see the filing. Galen Smith has signed off on it. He's the CEO. It's happening. It's gonna happen. It's done. If it is August 9th, 11th, like I think, that's 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. That would be a Thursday. Okay, so that would maybe it hits the 12th because of options. So 11th or 12th August. You guys got 3 weeks to figure out exactly what you're doing. Cost of borrow has been rising on it, but I don't have any faith in that play. What I saw happening from the get-go was Sony owns Crackle. Crackle is partnered with Chicken Soup. Chicken Soup's trash. Redbox was always basically trash. They don't make money. Their AVOD has a fuck ton of potential. Chicken Soup's going to take them. And it looks like a disgusting deal. And everyone has said it is a disgusting deal. All of the bad news and sentiment is going to be around Chicken Soup. They're going to be the fall guy for this shit. Sony's going to acquire them. And through a degree of separation, they're going to get Redbox. All of the Sony's PlayStation 5s and 6s. And going forward, they're going to have this sweet-ass AVOD streaming service that's going to be free because they make their money from ads. They're going to acquire this for fucking nothing. For pennies. Pennies. Okay? B. Riley and fucking good old Kenny Shitadell are got 12 million warrants on Chicken Soup. So when they acquire this, Chicken Soup's probably going to pop off. Why would they put in that much money in warrants? So, I hate to say it, but you might be wanting to start to look at Chicken Soup. If you don't like Tough Built, you're going to want to look at Chicken Soup. You can't buy Sony. It's traded on the Japanese exchange, and I think it might even be, it's almost like private, or I don't know. It's expensive. I think it's like $400 JPY, which is like maybe 500 US or something. It either is tradable or it's private, but listen, I don't know. You can't. It's not on the American exchange, so that's all I'm trying to say. So I hope that this video helps some of you guys make a decision one way or the other. I have been out of it, stress-free for 3 weeks now. Every now and then I try to bring some plays to the group, and I got some people that are down, and then I got other people shitting on me, as if I am Ken Griffin, or I am the CEO of Rdbx. I don't know why any anger would be directed towards me. I was nothing but literally the most honest YouTuber or StockTwits guy of anyone I've ever known or met. I've been the most honest and transparent. Constantly showed my position to people. At one point I had something like 9 or 10,000 Rdbx shares, or 12,000. Like I was loaded up the ass on that play. And the play is fluid and the play changes. It's funny, okay, before I end this video, I used to use Boeing Air as an example. When they had issues with their 2 planes that crashed, the stock dumped. Because some people were like, you're supposed to diamond hand it, you're a leader, blah, blah, blah. No, you pay attention to the market, and if big news happens and changes shit, you adapt. And I said, if that would be like you being in Boeing, hearing their planes are crashing, hearing that they have to ground their planes for 2 or 3 years, hearing that people were canceling their $7 and $10 billion orders. You'd be hearing that, and you'd still be working off of, well, someone said the diamond hand, it's going to the moon, guys. No, you have to fucking go with the current info of that day or that month and the future outlook. Why am I bringing that up? Because they just made a big-ass deal with, I want to say, Delta Airlines, and now they're going to be selling 100 planes to them, and it's like something crazy like $10 billion. So things are looking up and up for them. So they were like this, and now they might be like this, okay? Rdbx was like this, and then it went like that, and now it's probably like this. You have to go with the data that's provided to you guys. If you're not going to listen, or if you're not going to absorb, I should say, the information that people like myself or others provide to you, don't get mad at us when you're left holding bags that you were clearly told. Well, I keep saying these words. I don't like... You were clearly informed that it might not be such a good idea based on X, Y, and Z. Okay? So, again, hopefully you guys... It's a 600-page doc. I'm not going through it all. I only needed a couple pages to verify information I already knew. You're free to go through the 600 pages, and if you find something that says something to the contrary, by all means, let me know. But I hope you guys make some moves. You may want to check out TBLT. You may want to check out Go EV. And yeah, you know, hopefully half the people watching this are like, oh God, I am glad I have been, you know, following you and taking what you say to heart for face value, for what it's worth, and making right decisions and not still in this play. Hope you guys make some money tomorrow, guys. Again, I'm sorry, but I knew this was coming, and you could have known this was coming. It was a time-sensitive play all along.